Trouble keeping up with the Joneses? It's a coach. You're set for Madden football on EA Sports. Straight ahead, Aaron Jones, no picnic a week ago. He's looking for another big game. It'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Los Angeles Chargers. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, California. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Green Bay Packers and our home team. Hi, everybody. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this Charger club entering play here. They come in off a loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple months. 5 wins in their last 8 games. Meanwhile, for the visiting Packers, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner, ordering
I was just going to say.
That's where I go.
2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Flush to his right. Now he's got a man, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
On 1st and 10, Williams. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down. Now a look at the Chargers starting 11 on defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently second best in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. This is Ivory. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back to the ground on first down. Again, Ivory. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. The rushing numbers for Ivory a week ago. 14 carries, 73 yards.
I was so glad you asked for a couple of offensive linemen to talk to before the game, because they told us that in last week's contest, everything was clicking. Didn't matter whether they were doing gap scheme, zone scheme, power, whatever it was working. And they expect more of the same in this game, although they're prepared for some adjustments by the defense they expect to see.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Looking for the end zone. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down.
But they took the shot, didn't get it, and there's definitely a difference here because they had a chance to get 7, maybe 8 if they pushed it. Instead, they'll likely settle for 3.
Yeah, opening drive, holding him to 3. Psychologically, maybe a win for the defense. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So here come the Chargers as they get set for their first drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it has permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team to wins.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And we get a quick look at the Chargers starting offense.
And a big key is going to be how can these wideouts create separation from the defensive backs? Because we've seen some early success in the passing game in this one, and that's going to need to continue.
On second down now, it's James. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5. Well, look now at our starting defense. They're a unit that enters play way down, number 28 in the NFL right now against the run.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. He'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. This is Johnson. He's got it. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll look to throw here to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of run.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. From 3 yards out, and the Chargers have taken the lead.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Extra point forthcoming. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. That time a 6-play drive, and it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Looking to throw. Williams. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. Williams. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. now is the Packers punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon.
That's the end of the first quarter.
The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter, but likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken at about the 14. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
Ready? 18 Gators.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flushed out right. He finds an opening past the 40. And all the way up to the 46. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. Escaping the pressure right. Going right, and that's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 33. Somebody missed an assignment. He was waving his arm saying, hey, I'm wide open. They found him.
You think? You think? I mean, he was so wide open. Did you see he was just windmilling like he was Don Quixote or somebody out there? And then they found him for a really nice gain.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. They run it with James. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. On 3rd down, he'll drop the throw. They'll roll him out right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 16. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Back to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A 2-yard touchdown grab. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now Williams on first down. He'll buy some time right. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete.
Let's go.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
That was really well done right there. That almost looked like a training camp drill. Able to get outside of the pocket, kept his eyes downfield, and found his tight end for a nice first down. Much more difficult play than maybe he made it look.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. A first red zone opportunity now for the Packers. They're looking at a first and goal from about the 9. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. Looking to throw. Williams dancing to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Well, they're going to try this. They need 5 full yards to hit the end zone here on fourth and goal, but they're going for it. Back to throw. Williams. His pass caught at the 4. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A 5-yard touchdown as his guys are back within a single score. Until that late score here in the second quarter, they only had the field goal, so that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the first half, but when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I do as a head coach?
What?
I tell my team to sprint to the locker room to show that we've got the momentum and show that we're right back in this game.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, all right, Brandon. Thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here are the Chargers to take over. They'd lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury.
Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Now that's the way to start the second half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter.
Williams loses the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, down.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off near the 44. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flush to his right. Throwing right, and that's complete. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. On first down, it's James. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage just come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit...
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. This will be taken in at the 1. He's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this... And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 41 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 30.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open, otherwise just don't do it.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. The ball comes out, and the Packers pick it up.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball.
The Charger drive about to get going. Now, they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
In your face.
Here's James, and he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Second and 13. Flushed out right. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Escaping the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Good starting field position for him as they come up first and 10 at the 45. Flush to his right. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. 23 yards, the final tally. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Going to throw right side here, complete. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8. Williams to throw on second down. Steps away. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. From 8 yards out as his guys are back within a single score. And he moved left there, Charles. Little danger play. He didn't throw toward that left side, went over the middle. Got the 6, though.
Yeah, he seems like the type of guy that when you told him as a kid, don't touch the stove because it might be hot, he touched it anyway. And this one, he got away without getting burned.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. On the ground, it's James. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Ready? 60 out more. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Tighten up. Pull together.
They'll set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw, forced out to his left. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Extra point right down the middle, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. 5 plays there on that drive. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So the Packers down by 12. 2 minutes, 20 seconds to go. They have all 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning, but they need 2 scores. The drive starts with a completion left side. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Flushed out right. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. Wide open receiver complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 2nd and 2. Buying time to his left. And he's got his man on the comebacker.
We got this.
Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Being chased out left. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 12. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth-quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 19-point game. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he comes back with one complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Looking to throw. Williams. He finds West. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Williams now on 1st and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. Throwing right, and that's complete. And what are the whistles for? A timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. Williams escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the home team here, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.